Hangout is live. All right. Hello, 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 RevShare Lifestylers. I'm so excited tonight to see each and every one of you. Thank you so much for being here. You guys are rock stars, and appreciate you guys coming out tonight. Tonight we're going to be talking about conversions, okay? We're talking about bringing your conversions up and working within the system that you guys already have, capture pages that you already have, traffic that you already have, but we're talking about doubling and even tripling, and in some cases even quadrupling your conversions with just some few minor tweaks, okay? This is going to be a really, really powerful webinar tonight. There's going to be a lot of content that we're going to run through. So I want to make sure that you guys have pen and paper, that you guys can see and hear us, and that you guys are receiving this okay. So go ahead and put in the chat, I've got my pen and paper. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to take notes. Or just tell us where you're from. Just tell us you can see us, you can hear us, any of that stuff. That way we're not talking to air, and we know that you guys are on point. So I'm gonna get it started off. I'm here. Boom. Let's do this. Let's crush this.
Nice. We got some people ready.
All right. We got Raymond on the call tonight. We got Bob. Brian McClendon's here. Malatek. Mark Allen. I got Emmanuel, Deborah. All right. We got some people on tonight. Let's do this. Let's get this going. Let's crush this out. All right, guys. So last weekend we had an incredibly powerful webinar. And if you guys weren't here for that, you guys really missed out, because we went over some of the success principles inside of RevShare Lifestyle, and the people that have been applying them are already getting better conversions. Tonight we want to expand upon that. We want to talk about how you can do some minor tweaks to your marketing and to your branding, and just to a little bit of your messaging that you can apply tonight. I'm talking about you can apply the second that this webinar is over. You can be done with it in 5 to 10 minutes, and we're looking at increasing your conversions double or even triple. So, Saron, I don't know if you want to get a little intro going on tonight. Let us know how you are, how your week's been, all that kind of stuff. I know you've been crushing it out. So.
Well, what's cool is I've had an interesting weekend, and decided to take my business and really just myself and move and go down to Charles. I'm down in lower South Carolina, bottom of the United States, but beautiful Charleston, South Carolina, if any of you guys have ever been there, and decided to kind of really just work my business completely location independent. And that's one of the things that you're able to do when you have an online office, basically, because it's not about where this kind of business that you guys are running with RSL, it's not about where you are. Okay, you can be doing this at your office, you can be doing this at your home, you can be doing this on vacation, you can be doing this at your mother-in-law's house. Like, it doesn't really matter. So that's kind of the cool thing. And so I came down here, and what's cool is the business is still going without me. I'm able to make calls. It's like nothing changed. It's like nothing changed at all. And so that's kind of the beauty of what this kind of a system provides. Okay, this kind of a system provides you time freedom. It provides you leverage. It provides you the ability to build a following and build a list, and that's kind of why this is why we all do it. This is why we do this, and so I'm glad that you guys are here. This is the place to be. You always want to continue your education every single week. Make it a weekly habit where you get on with people that are where you want to be and that are doing the things that you want to do, and that are people that you feel some sort of a connection with. And so that's why I'm super excited to have you here. You guys this is my kind of people. You guys are all my kind of people, and so this is where you want to be. So just definitely, I'm excited. I'm glad to be here and to be teaching with you guys.
Fidel, it's wonderful to see your face, man.
I'm doing my prep meals for my 90-day challenge weight loss.
Oh,
So I was listening to. It, whoops! Excuse me.
you know these things are unscripted. You know these are unscripted. Oh, I love it.
Excuse me. That was a good meal. I try to keep it below 500 calories.
Wow. Well, man, it's a pleasure to have you on tonight, and obviously, let's go ahead and get rolling. Let's go ahead and jump into this.
Well,
Yeah, go ahead.
you know what? It's not about the it's location. I got to burp again. Give me. I'm gonna mute myself.
Why don't you mute yourself out there for a second? Get it all out, brother. Get it all out. Mute yourself out. Hey, it's all.
It's all about. It's not about the time freedom. We're all located to 24 hours a day. There's no time freedom, but location freedom. Sarah just brought that. Like I was listening to Sarah, and I was like, location freedom. That's what we want. Location. Like we can take our laptop, cell phone, whatever, or we can take our meal, put it in the microwave, and burp whenever we want. But this is a nice thing, and then also join to the webinar at a comfort of our house. Comfort of our house, and just mastermind from leaders, not only Joel, not only Sarah, not only me, but every attendee in the group. Like we can, we're here together, so that's pretty awesome. So, anyways, I'm gonna mute myself because I got to burp.
Eating some meals.
Wow, man. Wow.
I don't know. It must be the jalapenos or something.
All right. Well, let's go ahead. Let's start crushing this out tonight. So the very first thing that we want to get across, and we want this to be very clear. That's why I'm going to kind of just hit you between the eyes with it. Just come right out. Very first thing, first and foremost, is getting people to this webinar every week. It is just being consistent about it, being consistent about promoting it in your email, promoting it on your Facebook timeline, and just sharing it is going to be your biggest asset, your number one asset. This literally takes 5 minutes to do, okay? And I'll tell you why it takes that, and actually what plan we have put in place. Twee and I were masterminding it today to make it so that this is even easier, even more just monkey type way of increasing your conversion. So every single week we're going to be coming to the group. We'll be providing ad copy and email swipes for you guys to share this webinar. The only thing that you have to do, the only edit that you will make is putting your link in there. That's it. That's the whole job. Okay, so you'll just be putting your link in there, sharing it on your Facebook timeline. That's the first step. The other step is you'll just simply copy the email swipes and just send them to your list with your link in there. That's it. That's the whole process. Okay, that's the number one thing that we're gonna have you guys doing on a weekly basis. We'll be providing all the ad copy, graphics if there happen to be any for the week. And all the email swipes, everything that you need in order to be successful. Those will be up every Tuesday, and for you guys to load that stuff and email that stuff out on Wednesday, okay? So all of that stuff will be provided every Tuesday morning, okay? Those are all provided by myself, and they'll be right there in the Facebook group every week. Next is I want to kind of address what I've seen to be a little bit of an elephant in the room and it's kind of a controversial topic, I know, because I've had some of these private one-on-one conversations with different RevShare lifestylers that were saying that they didn't want to brand themselves or they didn't want to come to market um, they want to be anonymous. And anonymous is fine if you have a really big budget. If you got a big budget to just simply just keep buying traffic over and over and over and just wait for the traffic to convert itself, that's fine. And that's certainly a business model that a lot of my friends do. So it does work. But what works a heck of a lot better is when you come and you be genuine about who you are, what you're going through, and what you want to do, how you want to help people, and then actually going through and doing those things. This alone will double your conversions, if not triple them. I'll give you an example. Is that if any of you guys follow me on Facebook, you guys notice that a few days a week I do Facebook Lives. And in those Facebook Lives, I get on there, I speak from the heart. If a swear word comes out or two, then that's just the way it happens. That's the way it goes. Because I'm being real, I'm being genuine, I'm being authentic. Whatever word you want to put in there that resonates with you, that says who you are. Saron, have you had any experiences with this in the past?
So that's the interesting thing. I've not done Facebook Live, and do want to do them. But what I can tell you from experiences, when you do go anonymous and you try to build an anonymous, like a branded Facebook page that isn't a person, you always get higher conversions on basically everything when it's a face, when it's you, and somebody can see that it's you, and they connect with that message. My conversions are always higher. It's astonishing. And I was the kind of guy that wanted to be anonymous. I didn't want to promote myself. I didn't want to promote my face, just because I just wanted to have that kind of anonymity. I guess is the right word. And so, but what happened is that I always got higher conversions when I had my face in there, or when people saw that it was me being genuine. And so I recommend it. It just works better. It just does, and it's not so bad once you get used to it. I mean, Joel, like once you do it a little bit. I mean, Fidel, you do it all the time. Once you do some videos, it's not so bad. It's really not. Nobody's really judging.
Well, the word behind RevShare Lifestyle is lifestyle. This is a lifestyle. Being an entrepreneur is a lifestyle. It's not a side income. It's not a side business. If you want a side income, I suggest selling stuff on Craigslist, and that's that. Or having a landscaping company or something that's like, real kind of doesn't require a lot of branding or whatnot. But
one thing that you put a video yesterday, Joel, and I think me and you've been talking back and forth about it, but just knowing your worth, knowing who you are. What are you providing to the public? The more valuable you are, and the more value you provide to the public is like the more you're worth. So I heard it from somebody else, but and I think I told you, like, I have a carpet cleaning business, and everybody goes like, how much do you charge per room, like to clean a room, like how much you charge to clean a house. I'm like, it just depends on how good of a cleaning you want. I mean, you want me to go into your house and like spray some water and get out, and I'm like, do you want that, or do you want a really good clean? I mean, like, that's where it comes to online business. Is like, do you want to sign up with somebody that places a banner, and you want to sign up with somebody that's not going to give you value, or do you want to sign up with somebody that puts their face onto YouTube and walks you like step by step, is going to be there every single webinar, like every single, like for example, this is a Wednesday webinar. We're here, we're taking our time
Did we lose Fidel?
from our family, but
In and out. In and out.
Fidel, you're kind of. I think you might want to drop out and come back in, man. You're very. Yeah.
am I here?
We can't see you.
You can't see me?
Yeah, you're very in and out. My friend.
And it's funny because you just bought this. We were just talking about this. Fidel just bought this really nice webcam. Technology. One of the things, guys, you'll learn this as you go. Is technology issues always follow you, no matter no matter the experience level.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
No matter it doesn't matter. They're gonna be there.
So we talked about sharing the webinar every single week, using the ad copy that we will be posting up in the group every Tuesday morning. Ad copy and email swipes. There'll be 3 email swipes and one piece of ad copy for you to share. Next is be a real face and be genuine in your posts. Come to market with who you are. If you're an asshole, come to market as an asshole. I'm not kidding you. And I say this with the purest of heart and the purest of intention. Don't try to cover up the fact that you're an asshole if that's who you are. Same respect. If you're a really nice person and you love nurturing and you love helping and teaching and educating, come to market that way. Be that person. Because the more aligned you are with your heart, the higher the conversion. I shit you not, it will go closer, and the more you get to this, yes, Paul, this is live, the closer you get to your heart, the higher your conversions will get. So be genuine and make sure that whatever it is that you're saying out there in the marketplace and however you're acting aligns with you as a person.
It takes some time to figure out your message. It takes some time to figure out your language and what you stand. I mean, sometimes I don't know about you guys. I've done analysis. I used to teach this with a lot of my students, and if you guys ever work with us, you will see that one of the things I teach is people to do an analysis on themselves. What are the things that I believe? What are the things that I stand for? What are the groups that I'm a part of? What are my strengths? What are my weaknesses? And when you really know yourself, then you can come to market with those things, and you can hit those things and attract people or repel people that wouldn't be your customers anyway. Yeah. That's a powerful thing, because now you're speaking to the heart. You're speaking directly to the soul of the person, and that's a pretty powerful thing, and it does take some time. When I first came to market with trying to figure out what my message was, and I knew I wanted to do this online marketing stuff, but it didn't. I was struggling to get the wording right, and I was struggling to figure out how to talk to people. But as long as you keep coming back and you keep doing, and you get rid of the fear that just because it doesn't work the first time or the second time doesn't mean that it's going to you're eventually going to find your message. You're eventually going to find the words that pull your people in, and that's going to be that the feeling. And I know you guys know when you finally hit those hot buttons, it feels good. You're like, okay, man, we're on to something now, and that's where you want to get to, and it takes practice.
Something I want to point out that you mentioned there, you're going to attract people, and you're also going to repel people. It is good to repel people. I want to say that again. It is good to repel certain people from your business. And I'm not talking about a type of customer, because some customers work great with some people and other customers don't. That's just the way it is. So it's important to know who you don't want to work with. And it's important to know who you do want to work with, because
it makes it really good for business. I mean, it makes it really good for a lot lifestyle. You don't want, like, for example, like as far as business goes, like, you know, the carpet cleaning business. I'm gonna relate back a lot to carpet cleaning business. Like, you don't want that person that's like is really picky about how things turn out. Like, you can tell them, like, hey, your carpet is 20 years old.
Yes.
It's like they're like, I can get it clean, but I cannot reverse the wear. And so when it comes to like online business, like you want to get your customer, like, I want to help every single one of my team. I want to help every single person in my team, but I'm like, I cannot change your mindset when your mindset is like it's just wrong. Like you like I cannot help you become successful when you're spending 2 or 3 hours watching TV, and then you won't take like 30 minutes to watch a webinar. like
You know,
come on.
that's a perfect example of just somebody who you would just kind of move on from and just move on to the next, basically. So, in speaking to that point, to where, you know, you're working with the people that you want to work with, and that comes down to right back what we were saying about being a real person, having an avatar, you know, having a picture of yourself, not a graphic, but a picture of yourself, because people do check your Facebook profile. So like there's been plenty of people that are on my email list that don't have a face to the name, and occasionally I'll send out my Facebook link, my Facebook profile, and they'll come and they'll check out my Facebook profile, and each time that I do that, you know, I tend to get higher conversions as a whole. People tend to connect because they're able to connect with you as a person. So in doing so, you know, like they're either going to say, oh, I don't want to work with this person, and they're going to move on and they're going to find somebody that they do want to work with, or they're going to say, I do want to work with this person because I love what they have to say. I like how they're coming to market. So so that's what another thing about being genuine, having a real Facebook profile, those types of things comes down to. You know, so is your content, you know, serving somebody? You know, like there's lots of different customer types, and it matters what matters to you. Like, you know, like for instance, Fidel posts a lot of his own screenshots of his income. You know, so that attracts people that are interested in results. They're like results-oriented customers. You know, so like that's a marketing method. That's a attraction marketing method that's going to get people reaching out and saying, hey, I see that you keep getting these types of results. How can I get these types of results too? Or like my own Facebook profile, you see, I speak a lot from the heart. You know, I'm talking a lot about, like, you know, my mission, my values. I'm talking a lot about that. That's going to bring a lot of people that are interested in like things like public speaking, or interested in leadership of some kind, and that's exactly who it tends to bring. Saron, I know that is this working?
Yeah.
Raymond, are you asking if the webinar is working, or if what we're talking about is working?
It's a great question. I'm glad you asked that.
Saron, I know that you just recently started. You've been in the background working with a lot of these like major, like major brand names and whatnot for a lot of years, and you're just kind of coming right now and building up your own brand. What kinds of things are you experiencing when testing these different marketing messages and finding what aligns with you?
And Joel.
Yeah, what's up, Fidel?
Can I bring a guest like for like quick 5 minutes? Something like it's gonna be like a surprise.
Will you send me a private Facebook profile or a private Facebook message, and we can kind of chat about it while Saron talks about just kind of what his experience has been in in going through and letting out some of his own branding stuff.
All right, I'll do that.
Yeah, here's the first thing that I noticed, and just because some of you guys I know are new, so I'll share a little bit about where my background has been. I've been the guy behind the scenes of a lot of big brands, a lot of marketers that marketed themselves, and I still do that for clients. I still work with big brands, but I've also started to bring my own brand out into the forefront because I knew eventually. You can have a job, guys. I mean, you can have a job, but eventually you got to decide whether or not you're going to build a business. And like Joel said, he said that he was sharing how a brand is going to be a lot more expensive to put out there, and it is. If you're going to try to be anonymous and just build a brand like a Coca-Cola, you're going to have to spend some money to get it out there and to get it in front of people. But you as a person, it's a lot cheaper to get traffic. I can't even tell you, when I started marketing my face, when I put my face on stuff, I got way higher conversions than I did if I just put a random photo. And I could put them back to back, right? I could do a photo with my face and then one without it, and the one with the face would always get higher conversions. It didn't even matter. It's always like that. And so that's the first thing I noticed. So one of the things, if you really want to build this lifestyle business, if you want to build a lifestyle for yourself, one thing that I highly suggest is getting comfortable with who you are and breaking that down, figuring out what you stand for, what your beliefs are, what your strengths and weaknesses are, and what your views are, and get really, really focused on that, and then write about it or talk about it in a video, or talk about it in Facebook Live. And Facebook Live is not something that I haven't tested yet, but I'm actually planning on testing it. I was going to actually do it today, but I got busy. And tomorrow, I'm probably going to do a Facebook Live. And it's one of those things where, we have so many tools available to us. All you've got to do is just put content out there that serves your audience. When you serve your audience, they respond. All right? When you speak to their heart, they respond. You just got to figure out what speaks to their heart. You got to get to know them a little bit. And the only way to get to know them is by putting stuff out there, putting your own heart on the line, your own face on the line, and saying, hey, this is what I'm about. This is what I'm doing. This is what I care about. This is what I'm interested in. This is what's working for me. This is what's not working for me. And this is where I'm going. And if you want to join, you better hop on now, because I'm going to leave you if you don't. And that's a powerful message. It's a powerful message. So yeah, that's been my experience, and from the guys that I watched, the guys that trained, lots of big brands,
Yeah, Saran.
Yeah.
That was a powerful message. Can you repeat that again? No, I'm just.
I know, man. That's the thing. I was saying earlier how you guys are my people, right? You guys are my audience. If you're watching this webinar, right, that's you guys are the kind of people that I like to hang out with. You're the kinds of people that I like to shoot the shit with. Like this is kind of my audience, and I've studied you. I've studied this audience, right? There's a really great copywriter named Gary Halbert. And I highly suggest, if you really want to get good at this stuff, I'm talking really good at this stuff, you got to get a book called the I just like love me, the letters, the boron letters. Gary Halbert has a book called the Boron Letters, and you can get it on Amazon for like freaking $10, I think is what it is. And he's one of the copywriters on the planet, and so he teaches. So anyway, this guy would talk about, he would talk about not being a student of products or businesses, but being a student of markets. Learn a market, learn an audience, get to know a group of people really, really, really well. And when you do that, you can speak to them all day long, every single day. And if you pick a big enough market, it's like fishing in a pond that was stocked with large bass. I don't know if any of you guys fish. I'm from down south. Okay, we lots of fish. So it's like if you were fishing in a pond that was just stocked with bass. That's what learning how to speak to your audience is like. It's shooting fish in a barrel, as we like to say down in Charleston. So yeah, that's some things that I've learned. That's some things that come to mind.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, so I really just wanted to kind of touch on those particular topics. You know, how you guys can come to market with a little bit more authenticity, a little less convincing, like we were talking about on last week's webinar, and a lot more heart and a lot more just comfort with who you are. So starting every Tuesday, there's going to be new ad copy, new email swipes in every morning, and you guys will be able to take those, copy paste them on your Facebook timeline and in your emails as well, and start driving people to this webinar. Driving people to this webinar is going to be one of the fastest, easiest ways to create conversion and start connecting a brand to a face. And that brand to the face is going to be how people are going to connect on the human and emotional element to where they're able to actually make a buying decision. Having said that, you know, if any of you guys are new and you're looking to, you know, actually create a business and you don't want to go through the whole process of setting up how to look, like learning all of the tech stuff and everything like that, there's a yellow button directly below this video. It says "Let's get you started." If you guys click on that, it'll take you over to set up a free system, and that free system has multiple income streams in there where you're able to promote just one link, and that one link that you're promoting will give you the ability to earn commissions, like I said, through multiple different income streams. We've got everything that you would need in order to promote it, and you know, everything from capture pages to banners to you know, to traffic within the system that's just completely done for you. You just simply click a button and we handle the traffic on your behalf. So if that's something you guys are, you know, that resonates with you, an affiliate system where you're able to just, you know, promote one link and have 90% of the rest of the business just completely done for you, have the selling aspects of things done for you and the telling aspects done for you, then click that yellow button, "Let's get you started," and pick up your free system. Like I said, it's completely 100% free, and you know, we have a Facebook community that's there 24 hours a day, ready to answer your questions, help you out, and help you succeed. So, with that, guys, what's up, Fidel?
Joel, can I invite Joel to it?
Probably not tonight, just because it's kind of like sudden. But perhaps we can plan something out. Might be a little bit more, just a little bit more planned. So
yeah.
With that, guys, you know, just go ahead and click that yellow button. We'll see y'all next week. Invite your teams to this webinar. So it's rslwebinars.com, and you can attach your username at the end. We'll show you how to do all that stuff right inside the Facebook group. All right, guys, love you and appreciate you. And I hope that
and stay positive. Stay positive. Always stay positive.
Always stay positive. All right, guys. Peace out. Have a good night.